coming up.
If I was understanding, I could have not done what I did. So this dude is like, Kwata kainja? They gave me a stone. Not in the Mamua kainja. So we went together. The Mvubuka. So it was like, and then the guys were working together.
Yeah, they were together.
Yeah, they were working together.
But
we met first the what? The Mukade. So twalinga bakola idinga. We went with this guy together, but this guy told us, don't look back.
Don't look back.
Yangamba wo yesimu yo.
Totunura mabega. I think sometimes even when you start talking to these guys, like Kobongo,
my brain was playing.
Giving it to you, Gamba Kanaka in Jakakolachi.
Young people, stop being there and you want quick things.
Yeah.
Because this guy told me when I take this stone, I was going to get some good money. I want to make sure that
Hello guys, welcome to the Brown Skin Events YouTube channel, and I'm always here at Statelight Hotel Chisasi. It is me, your host Mona, on the Story Times. On the Story Times, this is where we tell you personal experiences, or we share stories that have been experienced by our friends, people we know. You could also share with us your story right here when you come to Statelight. You can share with us your story, or you can share with us your story on our YouTube channel comment section. You tell us what you've experienced also in your life concerning the topic that we shall be talking about. And today with me here I have a guest who has been lost but we have finally found him. You all know him probably. Those who have been watching the Brown Skin channel, you know his face, you know him by name. And I'm here with a gentleman. He'll be telling us the biggest or any scams that he has faced in his life, because growing up at his age up to now, you can't tell me you've not faced any scam in your life.
Damn, I've faced a lot.
So yeah, I would let him introduce himself as we continue.
Wow, thank you so much, Mona. I missed this home. You know, this is home.
Yeah.
And wow, when I've been there, I've been like seeing these guys doing the show. I'm like, wow, as long as the channel is going on, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm back home, and we're gonna push it to the next level. Now, most of you know me as a host of Brown Skin events, but then still, I can be a guest because I also have my stories. You know, I've been scammed. By the way, I've been scammed. Yeah, I think I was last scammed when I was 16.
No.
Yeah, that was my first scam.
That was your first first and last, or
Chibuga.
Yeah, that was my first and last. To Kampala.
Anyways, I'm still growing around, or maybe I may get some other scams, but that was my first and last per now.
Yeah, that's good. So,
you know, it was weird. You guys are just going to be like, what?
So, Mr. You didn't get to tell us your name. People want to know your name, what you do, like.
Mona, everyone knows me. I'm Farazie.
Oh,
yes.
Farazie. Me, I know you. Other people don't know. Do you all know him? No, you don't know him. But anyway, you get to know him. Paul, so Farazie. Back further, but yeah, how did it come about? How are you scammed?
Okay, you know, when you're going to tell a story that is so sad, you first calm down and bring back the guts.
Is it really sad because you're laughing? Anyway, sometimes we laugh, it's sad, but sometimes we laugh it off.
You know, I'm laughing because it was funny. It was funny and weird, you know. And the thing is, me, even though I'm sad, you know me. I'm not this kind of person who is always gloomy or what. So, fast forward, you know, there's no concerts.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're growing up and you're a kid, all of you, the ones who are in our age range, the kids of the 2000s. I think 2000s, from 2012 going upwards, I think up to 2019. That's when we had our last bars, right?
Yeah.
We had the bars, we had bars.
Ice Cooker Donkey, everything.
So these guys used to come to school and give us the tickets, You know, like some of us who grew up in school, but God was always shining a star on us. You understand that they knew you, even though you didn't do anything. So we're coming from bars, we're coming from this big party, we're back home.
To cut you short, for when was it during the holidays? Was it during school time? Had you gone alone or you were with your friends?
It was during holiday. So we came back. For those who attended bars was so violent. That going back home was you had to leave before the time of the closure. Because if you leave the time of closure, you won't get a taxi or what. So we waited, we're excited. By then, Vic for Micah had Tarafia. You know that song, Mafia. So it was the hit. So we're like, yo, let us first give it a what. So we're there, and the show, like the concert got done, and we're coming back. We tried to get a taxi. My cousins. I think that was my worst day. So we're walking back home. We walked. Tuja kunyanga tutuse kuno you get. So we walked and walked until we reached Kawempe.
You were going to Kawempe from Lugogo?
No, from Garden City.
Where was it? Oh, it was at Garden City.
So you know when you're in a gang, it's like these people are moving to Namugongwe. You don't even realize you have reached the place.
Ngamula Maga.
You don't know those hustles back then. So I think that day was the worst for us, because they first arrested us. They put one of my cousins in jail because he was putting on a bomber jacket. By then, remember those bomber jackets, those army bomber jackets that were trained. So they said it was an army material. So they So they put him in jail. We had to solicit for money, because we didn't want the parents to know, like, you get. So finally, we walked after leaving police. So these guys branched off their crib. So I had to proceed.
You scattered and they left you alone.
They left me alone.
How old
I was
16. Yeah, so your brothers, since you're married,
I started partying early. So we walked, by the way, that age. Like 15, 16, 17, 18. So we walked. So when I walked, I reached. I don't want to mention the road because people are there may be offended, But it was some suburb in Kawempe. That I think that road, even up to now, it is still a dusty road. So I met these two guys,
and were you like almost reaching home, or it was like some kind of distance?
Some kind of distance.
And you're walking alone.
And I was walking alone. So I meet these two guys, and then they're like, "Yo, I'm like, what's up?" Being someone who is, I think also being someone who is always helping, sometimes because if I moved, I was not going to get ish. But because I stopped, and then I was like, "Hey, what's up, church again?" Because it was late in the night. It was at around 2.
How many guys were there?
There were 2.
There were 2 guys.
Yeah, one was old. I think even I still recall his face. But I don't think if I find him on the west of Olomujukira. But it was Mukade. No mvubuka, So they were, like there is a main road and like a feeder road sloping. I don't want to mention where the road goes. So I was like, is there a problem, So I stopped. You get, like, Omanyi, fair.
Magicians at night.
I met magicians.
What time was it? Like that time of that?
It was at 2. I don't know.
Like 8 p.m.
2
a.m.
Munana. Kale kanze mu Luganda saa 8 ogw'ekiro. Anti twava ku baa zaali sawa zaali mukaaga. Tatwajjudda tutambula, and walking slowly. And So I'm like, me I don't. I'm
where's the round kick
but I was in Gaza, at least I don't know. But then they're like, I'm like, me I don't do that shit. It's like, no, just. But I think I was maybe played. I think my brain was
hypnotized.
Yes, hypnotized. Because if I was understanding, I could have not done what I did. So this dude is like, Kwata kainja. They gave me a stone.
Brown skin also told me, you tell us your story of the kainja.
They gave me a stone. So no nebamuwa kainja. So we went together. The Mvubuka. So it was like, I think the guys were working together.
Yeah, they were together.
Yeah, they were working together.
But
we met first the Mukade. So twalinga bakola idinga. So I know some of you are asking yourselves now, what was the young me doing, out by that time? But sometimes we do mistakes, but like from the past, and
you learn from them.
Yeah, and you learn from them, because now you just are confident. Yeah. I'm going to tell even attempts. Because I've gotten even attempts up to now.
Abafela like different ideas every time. Baizo kujanga baluzungu nyo, baizo kujanga bagetu.
Bamasuti. So we went with this guy together, but this guy told us, don't look back.
Don't look back.
Yangamba wo yesimu yo.
Totunora mabega. I think sometimes even when you start talking to these guys, like
my brain was playing. We always see when they're doing that hypnosis thing on people in movies. Yeah. I think also in real life it happens.
It happens, yeah.
So I don't know how I trusted a stranger with my phone.
No,
and it was a gift. My bagamba kana kano
you're gifting a Farazie sim
they're just giving me that phone. I spent with it like 2 months. It was a good LG phone.
LG's are ngumu then.
It was
LG
nice.
And Sony's.
Up to now I regret my phone. It was my second phone. My third. My second. I don't want to go back to those stories, but anyway, so I give this dude my phone. I ran. I went. I ran. I went back to where they told me to take this stone.
Where they told you to take the stone?
Yes. And then I came back, and it was. It was magic.
Why had they told you to take the stone?
Now you're forcing me to mention the road.
Oh, they told you to take it to like a certain location.
Yes. Now, like for instance,
even though you don't mention, like,
yes,
they told you
want
like
to give
take
an
it
example.
Specifically to the
Yes. Now, like for instance, there's a main road, and then you have to branch off. So from that car branch, that car joining road, I had to run to the main road that joins to the tarmac from the Maram. Ko bachita Muruganda bachita. Masangani, where the two roads meet.
Yeah,
so
like junction.
The junction. So I had to take
the stone there. And like, what have they told you this stone was going to do? Giving it to you,
young people, stop being there and you want quick things.
Yeah.
Because this guy told me when I take this stone, I was going to get some good money. I won't mention the amount. So I had to go and get the bag. I had to chase the bag.
Yeah.
So when I went to chase the bag, these guys were taking off with my what?
They're also running, disappearing.
So I came back and my phone was. I felt like dying.
Oroli muchiro sawa mwenda sawa munano ogwechiro wali mukufusiza abafusa.
I walked back home and I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, but sometimes I think we have to like thank God that you have remained with their life, they've taken that thing. Yes, it will hurt,
because
but at least there are people who come.
The suburb I was residing in, it is a dangerous suburb.
Yeah, Kawempe.
Yes, so
abamu batwala simu yo ne bakuta n'okutta.
So what happened, I reached home, I didn't tell anyone. Kept quiet with my pain. So this person who gave me the phone asked me, oh, what's up, where's your phone? I'm like, I was robbed. Yeah. Though
but you didn't tell them the style.
Yes, because it was weird.
It was weird, yeah.
How can you trust a stranger? You know, it was weird. So I just told them I was robbed, I was mugged, and they took the phone. So some people said I sold the phone.
Yeah.
You know, anyways, I was not a spoiled kid, but I was stubborn. So my grandpa check awajitunze. But I felt bad. Up to now, I'm like, I lost my phone because of being played. I don't know how I was played.
Yeah, you see, even in town, like if you're walking and someone, but me, I think I pretend like I've put earphones in my ear as I walk. The moment you stand and just start talking to those guys, you are gone.
So that's the first time I was scammed, and I felt like my life was done because you've just gotten this phone. I took a long while without a phone because it was weird. Ask for another phone.
Another phone.
It was a gift. You know, someone has gifted you and then you lose that gift. May I always treasure people's gifts, you know.
Yeah.
But then, regardless, it taught me how to handle me. You understand?
Yeah. How not to trust strangers.
Yes. And now, an attempt now. Now we are back from we are done with the sad story.
The sad story, yeah.
Now, an attempt. I thought this was funny. People are going to laugh.
Yeah.
I was walking. I was from town. You know, sometimes. By the way, I think that's why I never grow fat. When I walk from town and I reach Ruby's, this is true facts. No man in a cent. And I reach at Ruby's. You know that Ruby's of Bombo Road?
Yeah, yeah.
That
when you're coming from, is it the sides of Matugas if you're coming from?
No, Olaba no.
Which you?
Where they do sell flowers.
Is it the one?
Not Acacia. You see when you see when you're coming from town, Equatorial Mall, and that lane, there is that Ruby's in goes Okidida. Bat Valley. That Bat Valley area. When I reach Bat Valley, and I've not spotted a judge.
You walk.
I walk. But now you make out my man. So I was walking. There is a building called People's Plaza.
People's Plaza,
you know it. So I meet this. It was around 7. You know, people rushing out of town. So I meet this dude, and I had heard about them.
Yeah.
But then I'd never gotten an attempt.
An attempt to come in.
Like seeing them, you know. Because even there's a time they scammed someone, and we almost killed them, but they took off. So I had them, you know them as well. Yeah. So I met this guy who was well dressed, was in a suit. I'm like, okay. So this guy stops me, yeah, boss. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I know you. I'm like, you know me from where? Like, where do you stay or where do you study? I'm like, bro, like, where do you know me from? No, bro, don't be rude. I know you from somewhere, like from campus. I'm like, okay, which campus?
Like that advert on MTN, we went together in Gulu.
Yeah, yes. Like, Mook. I'm like, okay, I now reside in Mook. So at times I'm there. So maybe this dude,
I think he saw you moving that direction of Mook, says like,
Mook. And maybe the way even I was, you know. So it's like, I'm like, bro. Sikumanyi is like, no, I know you, Bichi. My name is Steven, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, Katokumajako, you know, at times, me, when name in Kenya, I give you what you want. So I'm like, what's up? Maybe take my contact, we shall talk. I'm like, let's go up.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I take the street contact. Next thing I had, do you want to work? A moment of happiness. So this dude like, do you want to work? There is some job in town, you know, around town. Part timing. So I looked at this job. You know? So I got to know, this has to be
M Global. Yeah, that shit. You're looking for a job to earn 200,000 per day.
That's why I told you, you know them. And
200,000 per day.
so I'm like, okay. So this guy is like, we have a conference. Come at the Bunny Center. I'm like, bro, I'm busy. I made myself busy, but then when I had some trip, I went to Ginger. This guy was a pain in the ass.
Like he would keep
like all the time, bro, come. And then now we have a conference at people's place. Please don't disappoint me. You come. I'm like, okay. What about your gala?
Kanzije.
But I already knew had all the stories.
Oh yeah, you knew, yeah.
So I went there. Guy will come. Well, it was at People's Plaza still. Some car room up there. We didn't go to the Bunny. So I found him in the conference.
The Bunny, but
the Bunny was there headquarters. So, but then I don't know. So like, so that I reached in the middle of the conference.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the young people seated. I'm like, oh. So this dude was like,
People's Plaza is this one that is opposite Y, or before Y? Because also at
before Y.
At opposite Y, there is another building.
You see where you always get flowers from? There is so it's called Froli.
Yeah, florist. Ali Wanowagulu.
Florist.
Then
one was like opposite.
Yeah.
Those people who go
West
to
Nile. Yeah.
Yes. There's a community. So I went. It was like an apartment with Wally, but was set up as like a conference hall. Seeing these young guys, they have notebooks. They're all serious.
Bali masuti.
No, like.
Not really.
Not really. By the way, I whenever I look at these guys, I'm like, but don't need our dress code, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you put on a suit and you're looking fine.
Because when they're training, then they tell them when I am a suit, people think you have money.
Will trust you. Nowadays we have robbers are smart.
Yeah. Man.
So this dude tells me, my guy, you come and sit in front. I'd even reserved for me to sit in front. Wanted me to get properly the business, run the business. So I sat in front. You know me, Banko Zabubi. We must gala, I show you.
Yeah.
So when I was there, I sat in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, and then the chick was teaching. But those guys are funny stories, eh? Stupid story that even I can't.
I used to sell choco, but after when I joined in, now I have a Range Rover.
So this chick was like, she was over like, what, their president? I hear their president.
Yeah.
You know, and then she was all seated. She was all explaining. Now I was seated like, sir, I'm like looking at them. You know, like.
Yeah, we're more good at.
You know? And then she was like, you know what? I was a newspaper vendor when I was at campus. When I got my first my tuition, I was getting done with campus, but I invested it in Gundi. So they were like telling students to invest their money.
Their tuition.
I hear now they were coming in the intervals. I hear me. I was I was selling clothes. Now see they come driving. Boss, you're showing me a car. On your projector, and this car is a numberless car. This car.
You know, if you sit down and even get to do research, these guys even first gun. I was seeing some video. They got in like a car bond. Never call years of video.
Yes.
There is some thing they always forgotten how they.
The guy was like, she doesn't even know the name of the car. She's like, I drive a Subaru. You know, an Impreza.
Yeah.
I drive a Subaru, but the Subaru that she was showing us. Okay, if they were showing me a car that had a Uganda number plate, a car that was not having plain number plate, a car that was not an image from internet, maybe I would have accepted. But I'm seeing this image from internet, bro. I know digital shit. Because if you look at this picture, it is even having a credit of someone you get images, something like that. And then yes, and then you're telling me this is your car. So I looked at this guy using a buffet, right? So later on, they brought in their boss. He was just like a younger guy, like they're talking. The people clapped. Yeah, guy came with like, yo, I am earning 10 million per month. I looked at the dude who is earning 10 million per month.
Mutandikira kunga twegamba 10 million.
But Pami, please, guys,
Look
stop.
at the show.
Don't think we are stupid.
No, like just tell the truth and tell them it's a pyramid scheme. This is how you, and instead of saying you're attracting people, you're going to be getting 200 per day. Because yes, that money, maybe you can get it, but if you don't convince another person to join you, you're not going to get that money because the sentence is going to feed them with. That is what they call a pyramid scheme.
So they were explaining the whole pyramid thing. Cutting a conference coward day, guy comes to me. I remember his name. And by the way, a very funny thing, I always meet him. And he's walking around Elodisia. No, boss man. So this guy is like, hey, now my boss now, have you gotten something? I'm like, yeah, I've seen the thing. Like, you like it. So he tried to convince me. So how much money do you have now? But then I had some good money. And I told him, bro, I'm broke. Any money, even the tuition, you can put in tuition. I'm like, bro, I'm broke. So he saw that they got to realize I'm big-headed.
We can put in tuition.
They called 5 people for me to come and convince. You know, and let us say, this thing has money. This thing has money. You will become rich. And look at this guy. Now, the very funny thing is, these guys where they were holding from, this is a true story, not a made-up story, guys. Just the guys came and they were like, you guys don't have a license, and then, like, the boss went to explain to them. So those guys remember Katiraba.
And now they think we are stupid. Okay, yes, you may be clever out of that, but they will still get someone.
Yeah, they will get,
like
they already gotten, because I was saying in Kati,
people putting in their money.
When they get done with the conference, they give you like omutu yakule, so they tell you to identify the person who brought you. So you can sit with this person and nakusomera business. Read for you the terms of the
term. Joining under
yes.
That's why they keep trying to convince people.
So I look at these dudes and I'm like, these guys are wasting my time. I remember, in fact, by then, never Gundi. I was from Wandegea. I was. We were going to work on some never brown skin. We were going to work on some microphone in Energy Center. So I was holding my bag with the microphones, and these guys are wasting my time. So I'm like, you guys, we need to be I'm not interested, you know. This guy became a pain in my, like, every day he used to call me, he used to text me, hey, you did like the business, hey, why did you tell me, hey. I'm like, Panak, am I the one who told you to come and, you know?
Yeah, call me about it.
So, and to the conclusion, I think, because there are even stories, ever since I was scammed, when I was young, Nakula Obongo. Another attempt, I was walking in Mook. Yeah. I met this dude. You know, like, I was from, I had my friends talk a story. This guy was like, they were like, just sing up and
I think even sharing these stories helps others.
So this girl came from campus. She picked her laptop, she picked her friend's laptop, she picked her roommate's phones. She went into the friend's room, she got all the phones, she took to this guy. And then she came back and she's like, where are my things? You guys are like, eh, you took our things. So after that story, I was like, hey, so I was vigilant. These guys, but I hear they tap you and then you walk.
I have a story about my tuition, but
so I met this guy. I was from Chikoni. I was from my friend's place. I think it was at around 6. So I met this guy. He's like, hey bro, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, Calibri. I know you've been to move. Calibri, Kaveraka Wi-Fi spot. You find dudes even up to 10 seated,
tapping Wi-Fi.
Different angles. So this dude was literally standing those stairs. You know, like, yes. And then he was like, bro, I have a call from abroad, but this Wi-Fi is not stable. Help me with your phone. I make a call if you have data. So me, I'm judgmental. Okay, I know it's a bad thing, but at times, I looked at dude looks like a thug.
You look from head to toe. No, but in a call, Gamba, your people to buy for you that how you speak.
Dude looks like a thug. And asking me for my phone. I don't do it, boss. Now I need Wi-Fi.
Okay, ni mukozesa.
When I put someone, I put in like, oh, Kali, no one need pad deco. I'm like, boss. Bubanga Wi-Fi you take one. It is down. I didn't even give him time to check my phone. Show him nothing. I walked and went. But different. I see this dude. This dude, I met him in a Kagagan. In a t-shirt of some music group. Every day. Akakasati kabira. Up to now.
Ochamulaba.
Mulaba. But me akuja kubalibo. I don't know what nani mutoba bampita konga. But the other ones I don't recall them. But these guys, this guy of M Global and this dude of Mock, I see them almost every day.
Yeah.
That Waluo you see behind Mount Tech. You know that Caron?
Yeah.
There is some kachapati place there. That dude is from there. I met him there. That dude, I've found him in Mook many times. He's selling bangles in Akavera. So, if I tell you now, I don't know, but what I want to tell people out there, it's all about being vigilant.
Yeah.
And being cautious. If someone is like, help me, and you see these people, it looks like a thug, run.
And also quick money. Even nowadays they can look smart, but quick money, man.
Man, there were these two stones.
Akainja.
Don't
play akainja, akati, akainja game. This thing for CDs is Okalaba.
Okalaba, that one. You know, I met it somewhere in the village. Because
me, I've told, I always tell people, I see these guys in Kasubi and I've noticed it's always the same guy, same woman, but she's always unwinning. But when you come, she works with that guy.
So then, I think there are lots of different types of scams. You know, there is even corporate scamming. There is corporate, there is legit. Yes, like we can scam you.
There is round kick.
You know, like now, for instance, at times, you know, like you be there and you seated and you're like, but some institutions scam students. You understand? You see that this school, a student is given is given how do they call it? A sheet, circular, like how do they call it? Fee structure, maybe. Yeah. Take a fee structure. Calico all the money. Huh? But then, when you add the other money on the other sheet, it does not tell with the money you pay.
Because so, I think also like scamming does not mean bagenda kubake simu. Scamming can also be in love.
Yes.
Can also be in the family.
I've seen people have been scammed in love.
Even parents, like they come, someone makes you sign a document. Naga mami signing ida ko no maybe chakuntwala we kumbe you signing your land title.
Yes.
So yes, scamming comes, I think, in different forms,
it has lots
but
of
we get to learn
of the way it's lands on people.
We get to learn like through people's stories, through personal experiences.
Yeah, the people I know have been scammed in love. This person has been busy in love for the rest 10 years, but it gets a scam.
Yeah, ngagaya inayo muntu omulala oba beba inayo intentions is
like someone aizo gamba, let me get this guy. For instance, maybe let me give an example. Refugees, because for them I've tried to be close to them. These guys go, they are given resettlement. Yeah. Like he's a refugee, but they apply for some documents and they go abroad. Yeah. They go like Canada, America.
Most of them go Sweden.
Yes. So I've seen people who do marriages
just for each popular.
Or more, yes, like Nagamba, guy waba genze.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
But it's not out of love. You understand? And whatever the money she gets from that dude, she gives to some guy somewhere. So, guys, scamming is everywhere. Omuntu asobola okubba like physically. Now there's even digital scamming. I don't know how many times I've been called by these hooligans. Banange. I don't know how many times I've been called by these hooligans of Airtel. I don't know, but does Airtel have a group of scammers?
Because literally the moment...
As a brand, I think they should clean.
Not even only Airtel, even MTN. When money appears on your account, that's when you start receiving these calls. Like big money is on your account, like your phone number, mobile money, that's when you receive these calls. But when you're broke, like you will not receive these calls.
Yes, by the way.
So how do they know? This I'm talking to Monica. How do you know? So I think with time.
Scamming. Now, before we wrap up, there's one I've remembered. You know, in life we hustle. At the time I was I was supervising.
Yeah.
So I was doing night shifts as I'm doing school. So there's this dude came. This dude came with he was driving a fielder.
Yeah.
Now mwana namugamba mutera nagamba mwana nteramu amafuta.
Amafuta.
So after the kid putting fuel, namugamba kakati niyabiddeyo sente naye naono blackberry yange gisigaze ngina kuleetera sente.
Nze nsigaza mmotoka, sigaze mmotoka ogende oleete sente.
Kid comes to me, you get? Me, I'd send them because like I was standing from afar, but I was seeing a conversation.
Yeah.
Then later the dude moves. Like, now we, because kid yangamba guy yamumatiza, you know? No one vamanyi. Peter waita when you
ita supervisor jangola bekigenda mama.
Sometimes these kids baga kwe malide ensonga. So mwana nga bamwa BlackBerry. You know BlackBerry closed these phones of Mapesa.
But the BlackBerry by then yalingako.
Not by then. It was kind of recent. But not recent, but kind of recent. BlackBerry yali assezinga off. They ngabo.
Nasembo kula BlackBerry in 2000, I think 16. My favorite history teacher had a BlackBerry.
A smartphone, Mapesa.
Kali, it had WhatsApp and everything, but it had like Mapesa down, but a bigger screen.
Katika na walobo no babanga nga it's a button phone. Dukia BlackBerry abanga nebule no funny letters on it.
Yeah.
So this kid comes with the phone. Nagamba nemugamba oyogera kusasude. Because I was curious. But andeke the same agambia akomao. So I got this phone to check. Do you know what the phone was like? You have to put you can't access this phone because it was disconnected from the network. When you switch it on, that's how it says. I looked at this kid. Omwana ngagena kola shortage. And I had nothing to say. You get. So that's why you know, like even when you're working, you have to be vigilant. Vigilant
and also ask other people like to marry new because this
naturally because you don't know your friend. You don't know what they think. You know there's something God did. He hid from us. We can never see someone is hurt. You can never see their intentions. So this person may come as your friend, yet they want to make you suffer. And forever you lose your job and you get. So not everyone is good. So I think we should always be vigilant.
Yeah.
But whenever we share such stories, people now get to learn.
Yeah.
Because I have to handle myself like this when I'm walking or and then you stop.
Me by then nowadays I always tell people I have bad manners when I'm moving in town. I don't want to know. If you're lost, go and ask other people. Don't ask me, because the moment you stand to talk to someone, you don't know whether this person is genuinely lost or this person is lost scamming.
That is a very the very funny thing.
So ntambula byange, don't call me madam. If someone calls me nyabo, unless you call me by my name,
maybe that.
I am
by
not
the way,
turning.
I
am not turning.
Me, I walk. Me, I walk.
So people, because I remember people were saying, whenever I see in town, oh, very serious and
because I know what
I don't want
is.
to talk to people. I don't want.
These
Call me, text me, and tell me
scammers.
I've seen you here, or like call me by my name. That's when I will turn. But when you go,
you know, the very first time I visited
I'm sorry,
Nairobi,
but yeah, it saves me a lot of time.
They told me they don't get, when you get directions from an individual like you, ningamba mona mbadde mbuuzaako where satellite is, and they steal you and you go to police, they arrest you. Yes.
Right, me, I think sometimes that's why I ask Askaris for
because
the
these guys have designated people
for
directions, and these people have reflectors.
They have people that have designated.
You see, Uganda has thieves. Kampala inaba.
Yeah.
Nairobi has robbers. All angles. Nemu taxi bakubira mungo tudde bote simu nibajikujja kongo tudde. Hey, so just no about time that you learn.
Yeah.
So people, you should learn to always be serious. Mind your business. If you think they're beating up someone,
stop
why do you have to go
directions.
and see? Hey, banange, bamukuba. Hey,
call police to come. Don't go there yourself. Call up because now bajja kukubiramu.
Bajja kukubiramu. You know, like there's this trend, like omubbi wabageza ko kubana no mulemesa ata alekana gamba igwe. So make sure that mind your business when you're walking.
Move with your national IDs.
Yes.
Mind
your last
business.
time when I saw when they're beating this guy, I saw that footage.
Yeah.
And yes, it was hurting. He was kicked and mugged, but people were on their business because I think
it's the same. Yeah.
You understand?
Because sometimes they say that these guys also use this trick, like Baba Beru and Sagonojo
Yes, so better as someone who is vigilant. Yeah. So people out there, if over you're young, over you're grown up, be vigilant with your like material, with everything. Don't share your passwords with everyone.
Yeah.
Or you say, there's that thing of Tuanfera. Even mobile, but I've seen lots of mobile money agents being robbed, being scammed. You understand? So it's all about being vigilant and keep knowing that I mind my business.
And also always pray to your God, pray to your ancestors to protect you, because some of you may not be believing in
Stop
God.
Wanting quick thing.
So guys, as you can see, Farazie has shared his scams that he has experienced in life. And they're very, very many.
I don't have a love scam,
like,
I don't know.
Everyone like out there. So you sharing these stories as you've heard from him, like he had some stories, so like he survived many scams through like stories people had shared. So you can also share your scam stories with us, to share them with your friends, share them with anyone, so that in case which echikutu seko techitukana kumulala. So that someone can also be civil. When you hear these people of like, now me, my sister has robbed through these minerals. If I hear someone tell Nina, Banadu said that because she shared what? A story. Get like
so anything, gold.
That's what they always do. We are selling gold, what. Like if you share these stories with people, okay, it's funny, it may be embarrassing, like they've scammed you, but you people ask how do everyone can be scammed, my dear.
And
everyone
it does not
can
matter
be
the kind of
and
person.
does not come because umuntu ayinza okuscaminga nga alabika responsible.
Yes.
Okay. But by sharing these stories, we help you, you help us. Just keep sharing the stories out there. We are always here on the story time on the Brown Skin Events with me, your host Mona. I appreciate all of you who are subscribing, those who are liking, sharing and commenting, giving us feedback. Really, really appreciate. Keep up the spirit, and we shall always be here to give you more of the stories and personal experiences. I love you guys. Bye-bye.